All right, here we go. Number 2, Islam Makhachev versus number 6, Alexander Volkanovski. At least on our dude list, we got Islam Makhachev defending the belt. Number 2 versus number 1, pound for pound, champ versus champ. Never have we seen a fight of this caliber in the UFC in terms of the 2 best fighters in the world going at it. And a lot of times the 2 best fighters in the world are far away in weight classes. These 2 are 10 pounds different, so we get the opportunity to see it. And it might be a while before it happens again. And here we go. Both fighters touch gloves, and it's on. And Volkanovski much shorter than Islam. And that's what I want to see is, does the height difference make it hard for Islam to get takedowns, right? Because he's got to really shoot low to get them. Crowd really into it for sure. You got Volkanovski standing right-handed, Islam standing left-handed. And Volkanovski doesn't move a whole lot, right? He's going to stand back on that right leg. And Islam will have to time up the takedown perfect in order to get it. Oh, here comes Volkanovski with a left and a right combo, and he kind of smiles. This is intense for sure. Anything can happen anytime. Volkanovski continually working forward. And we haven't seen any attempt for a takedown yet by Makhachev. See, and Islam's got to time it up. I mean, it's much more difficult to take down a shorter guy, right? I mean, that's how it works. The shorter guys have the advantage with the takedowns. Oh, a big left by Volk. And he says, let's go. Oh, my goodness. And when will Islam shoot? Boy, and the crowd is fired up, man. Come on, Islam. Volkanovski clearly getting off here. I mean, it's not a lot of action, but when there is, he's winning with the striking advantage. And Islam's being very patient. He's got to go for the takedown eventually, but right now, choosing to be patient. It's only 2.5 minutes in, halfway through round 1. Oh, and Volk goes down. Now he's back up. Boy, and both guys landing strikes, take their opponent down, and now Makhachev's got the back. Here we go. Here we go. And this is where all of our questions will be answered, like we said against Charles Oliveira. Now Volkanovski working the hands, trying to get him unlocked, but right now Makhachev's leaning on him against the fence. Come on, Islam, pull him off that fence. You know Volkanovski worked on this, but you can't get any work against anyone as good as Makhachev, that's for sure. We do know that. And Makhachev gets a takedown. Oh boy, and he steps over. Now he's working up the back. Volkanovski talking to him like he said he would, saying he's up. No, he's not getting up on this. Volkanovski trying to keep the chin down. He does. Boy, in the neck crank now by Islam. As he continues to chop away. And Volkanovski looking at the clock. He knows he just got to get through here. You don't have to fight to get out of this. He just has to hold it for 25 more seconds. Now Makhachev taking it again. A little bit tighter here, but Volkanovski's going to fight out of this with 15 seconds left. And the crowd's roaring because they know he just got to make it another 5 seconds. And he smiles. Okay, so both fighters having their way a little bit in the round. And the key for Volkanovski is he gets to round 1, right? I mean, he made it, so we got to fight. And Islam can breathe a little bit deeper now. And he's kind of staring off into space in the corner. And you see it earlier. Volkanovski with the left. He comes back in later. And takes a right, and he goes down. Not sure if he slipped or not, but he got hit. Took a quick knee, came right back up. And then later, Islam Makhachev taking the back and getting the takedown. But it's not clear who won that round. It was just 9-8 in significant strikes, so very close there. 1 takedown, 2 minutes of control for Islam as we head into round 2. And if you're hoping for the quick finish in round 1, it didn't happen. Round 2 underway. Now Makhachev up to a 5-1 favorite within the fight. That's definitely due to the takedown. So significant strikes were close. Both guys, landed a shot that kind of either wobbled or dropped their opponent. But then it was Makhachev with 2 minutes of control and the 1 takedown. So he probably won that round. Volkanovski clearly trying to make this a grudge match. Ooh. Both guys whiffing. Want Islam to settle in. Oh, and Volk drops Islam. Islam gets the leg, though. And here we go. Islam back on top. So the crowd goes crazy, but not for long, because they know this is much different than round 1. Because now Islam's got a whole round, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to work with. And he quickly works the back. They get to their feet, and the crowd cheers. Volkanovski trying to get out of it. But Islam good. He's getting that leg around. And the same thing as round 1. He's going to have to pull him off the fence, lift, and get the takedown, and then go to work. Come on, Islam. Let's go. Okay. I get position. He gets a takedown, but now Volkanovski reverses it, lands a knee, and they clear out. And the crowd's going crazy. So that's the thing, right? Volkanovski said, if I go down, I'll get back up. And he did right there. Now Volkanovski, the shorter guy, turns Islam. And slowly getting some momentum here. I mean, think about it. It was about this time that Islam finished Oliveira. Something similar could have happened, but Volkanovski fought out of it. And you got to be building confidence if you're Alexander Volkanovski right now. Halfway through round 2. Ooh. Come on, Islam. Let's go. Let's go to work. When they're in close, both guys landing some elbows. And here we go. Volkanovski. Ooh, with a big left hand. Oh, a big left return by Islam. And he charges away. Oh, a big left hand by Islam. And a big right elbow by Islam. Now 120 left, round 2. Come on, Islam. Come on, Islam. Nice right by Islam. Now a left. Come on, Islam. Islam working forward now. Oh, Volk comes back with a big right. Back and forth here in round 2. 55 seconds left. Now Volk lands a left jab and backs off. 45 seconds left, round 2. Now a left uppercut by Islam. Volkanovski turns him back to the fence now. I mean, so Volkanovski really competing here. I mean, it's not easy for Islam, that's for sure. And again, the confidence, if you're Volkanovski, the confidence has got to be building, especially here in round 2. And as every second ticks off the clock. And man, is the invincibility now at the end of round 2, is the invincibility of Islam Makhachev quickly disappearing. Right? He's on that, to me, the Hamza type level, even though he's a champion. Hamza goes in there and beats people fast. And so does Islam. But is that quickly fading now as we get into round 3? And you can see Volkanovski's corner getting excited. Getting more pumped up here during the break. Yeah, both guys looking tired. I mean, it's definitely a grudge match going on right now. Ooh, big left hand there by Volkanovski, looking at the replay. Jake. Now Volkanov. Yeah. So Islam getting a takedown in round 2 and a big left hand, but Volkanovski surviving. And wow. I mean, this is crazy now, round 3. And no look of worry on either guy's face. I mean, Volkanovski looking eager. So is Islam. Both guys ready to roll. And the deeper this fight goes, the more Volkanovski has a chance. And now all of a sudden it's down to 3-1 for Makhachev. So that invincibility is fading quickly. But it's not like he's in jeopardy or anything like that. I mean, it's still likely 1-1. With this round being big. And Makhachev starts it out with the left leg kick. Now Volkanovski switches to left hand. Makhachev coming in, takes a left jab. One minute gone, round 3. Let's go, Islam. Come on. Gosh, and Volkanovski's just grinding this thing out, man. Come on, Islam. You need to get some takedowns. Regardless if Volkanovski wins this fight or not, it's kind of going his way. I mean, takedowns don't seem to be a problem. Now Islam lands a right. Lands another right. Yeah, Volkanovski clearly slowing down. 28-27 in significant strikes. Well, that's head strikes. Makhachev leading in the body, 22-7 though. And he's just tapping him, right? He's just tapping him. Volkanovski lands a leg kick. The crowd goes crazy. And they're just waiting for something to happen. You got through the fear of round 1 and 2 getting finished early. That's gone. We're just about to be halfway through the fight as Volkanovski lands a big left-hand jab. Come on, Islam. Hold this clinch here. Okay. Come on, Islam. Islam's got the leg. 230 to work with here if you're Islam. And he gets a takedown. Okay. Now he's looking to work the back. Oh, boy. Wow. Now Islam works, or Volk works out of it, man. And the crowd's loving that. Under 2 minutes of round 3. And I'll tell you what, if this goes to a decision and Volk wins, we're getting a rematch. I mean, this is a great fight right now. Volkanovski switching between left and right. I hate that I'm not rooting for the underdog right now, but the fact is I like Islam, so I want to see him retain his belt. Let's go, baby. Ooh. Ooh. Nice by Volkanovski. All right, so we get a look at here. Islam looked good in round 2, 19-11 in significant strikes. He led in round 1, 9-8. He should be up 2-0. You know, but when you watch round 2, it didn't seem like that, but it was 19-11 Islam. Now Volkanovski gets a takedown. Islam gets back up. Both guys trade knees. And Islam working out, but Volkanovski won't let him. Now it's Volkanovski looking to get a takedown. Look at this. And the crowd's going crazy, man. This is... There's a tap. 10 seconds left. Round 3 is over. And Volkanovski's getting more pumped up by the second, but I don't know if the judges will be with him or against him. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. So it's probably 2-1 to Islam, but everybody's fired up because he's going into round 4. As we get started with round 4, Islam up in significant strikes and takedowns, but key is Volkanovski's keeping himself in the fight this long. Now we got a low strike by Volk, so we'll get a quick break. We'll see. Volk working the jab. Now it's Islam working the jab back. 45-36, Islam in significant strikes. And he's leading at control time, so Oh, and Islam caught him here. Gets a takedown. Now Volkanovski's got to keep it up once again, as Islam has the back and's got the legs wrapped around. And that's a long time to be in this position. And you're going to see a lot of work here. And Volkanovski is talking to Islam. No doubt about it. But Islam's having a hard time getting in position for a finish, as Volk's continually working one arm or the other. But it's Islam with the body triangle. It's just pinning Volkanovski. And Volkanovski is really stuck. He can't get out of this because he's got to get that leg out, but it's stuck against the fence. So he's kind of stuck here through the rest of the round. And what we've seen here that a lot of other fighters couldn't do is just maintain your composure. You've given up the back. And the ref just jumped in there for a minute because Volk is grabbing the gloves of Islam. And Volk saying, come on, let's fight. Like, meaning, let me out of this and let's stand up and fight. But he's certainly talking trash to Islam, punching from behind from time to time. I mean, anything could still happen. It doesn't seem like Islam's going to be able to finish Volkanovski, though. And Volkanovski really working the hands and doing just enough with his body to keep himself out of a bad situation. And look at Volk talking trash and landing punches from behind. It's crazy. How much respect is Volkanovski getting right now from everybody? Wow. He's a warrior, bro. I mean, he's in a losing position, but he's still fighting back from his back. And the crowd goes crazy. The crowd goes crazy. Because Islam can't get the finish. Volk survives, and he's still landing strikes. And there's Israel Adesanya pumped up for Volkanovski. But how are they going to score these rounds? I mean, the crowd's going crazy as if Volkanovski's winning, but Islam controlled the position for the last 3 minutes. The crowd's going crazy because he didn't get finished. But is he winning the rounds? I don't know. All right, so listen. So we're going into round number 5. Can you believe that? Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski, round 5. Champ versus champ. Everything is on the table. Pound for pound status. You know, but Volkanovski's really making Makhachev work. Like, even if he loses a close decision, do you lose your pound for pound status? Because remember, he's going up. Not fighting at featherweight, he's going up. Here we go, round 5. They touch gloves and hug it out. Great fight. Great fight. Oh, big left by Makhachev. And if you're Volk, do everything you can to stay on your feet, win this round in the striking department, and try to get around here at the end and give yourself a chance on the judges' scorecards. Or better yet, get a finish. Oh, big left by Islam. Okay. Oh. You remember last year, 2022, a lot of fifth round finishes where guys won or lost a belt. And now we're in the fifth round. .340 left in the fight. Lots of action and intrigue. Even in these positions of control where normally the fans might boo, there's no opportunity, because even when it's on the ground, there's action. There's intrigue. Whether Islam could get the finish, doesn't appear that that's going to happen, but you never know. Now Islam looking for another takedown. Now it's Volk who reverses. Look at this. And Volk gets back to his feet. My goodness. Wow. And Volk gets separation. And it's intriguing because Islam probably wins the fight, but Volk will win the fight. I mean, with 240 left, that's just how it looks. Like, now Islam goes back in for a takedown on the leg. He got it. And Islam will be content getting in a great position here and just grinding this thing out. Now Volkanovski trying to get up again. Look at this. And Islam sits him back down. Oh, and now Volk gets loose a little bit. Gets the other leg out, and the crowd is going to go bananas. 2 minutes left in the fight. And it's unbelievable if you think of all the hype. And could Islam get a finish? Easily. That question's been answered. No. Now you get the final minute and a half, minute and 45. And we're going to get a flurry down the stretch. Now it's Volk who's got Islam pinned. Both guys looking tired. Islam looking up at the clock. Goodness gracious. 1:30 left. Whew. This is wild. This is wild. And both fighters separate here for the final flurry. 1:20 left. And you see the crowd just pumped up, man. Imagine even if you lose. Oh, big right drops Islam. And now Volk's on top. The final minute. Holy cow. That's probably going to give Volkanovski this round, man. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Volk's probably going to be on top here for the final 50. Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, if you're Islam, even if you win, you never want to see him again. Because this is the one guy you're clearly going to have a very tough time finishing. Clearly can match up with you. Final 20 seconds of this fight is going to finish with Volkanovski on top. And we're going to see Volkanovski pound away now if he can. Oh, big right. Another big right. Misses, hits the canvas. Goodness gracious. And now lands another right to the body. A right to the body to the... And man, Volkanovski's going to finish on top swinging. And this fight is over. Unbelievable. And Islam's walking back a little worried. And I'll tell you what. Oh my gosh. And the fact that it's in Australia, does that affect the judges? Because does that affect the judges? And Adesanya giving dap to everyone in the crowd, hugs all around. Even if Volkanovski loses, what an effort. I mean, in front of your home crowd, you go 5 rounds with the guy that people think is going to be the future champion for a long time. Or is going to be the champion for a long time. And a big decision coming up. And what would be crazy if it was split? I mean, that'd just be the way it should be, right? It should just be split. Split decision. That's a cherry on top. You're getting a lot. Look at the replay. He drops Islam at the end there, leading to top position with a minute left. And so Volkanovski wins that round. Does he get 2 others? That's going to be the tough part. And here we go. Both guys coming in. This is it. This is everything, man. This is everything. This is everything. Whoa, this is huge. This is huge. Both guys still walking around touching gloves with opposite trainers and managers. And you got Islam's camp looking worried. Looking worried. And here we go. Here we go. Mark Goddard meets both in the center of the octagon. And we're going to get one of the most intriguing decisions in probably the sports history. Here we go. Here we go. I think the crowd makes a difference. I'm worried. Oh. 28, 48, 47, 48, 47, 49, 46. Ooh. And still champion. Wow, dude. That was scary, bro. And the crowd's booing, but I think they know. I mean, what a great fight by Volkanovski. But Islam Makhachev is going to hold on to the belt. Wow, what a fight, man. What a fight. So Islam Makhachev is going to come out on top. He retains the lightweight belt over Alexander Volkanovski, who fought well and did everything he said he was going to do. He got taken down. He got back to his feet. He fought through submissions. He finished the fight on top, pounding away. I mean, it's incredible. And the crowd's booing a little bit, but they're stopping now. I think they know Islam won. But, 2 judges, 48-47. I mean, it's wild. He's now got the longest win streak in the sport. He'll move to 24-1. Volkanovski's waving the crowd down, saying, listen, give him his respect. But that's the way it goes down. Islam Makhachev retains the belt. There'll be a lot of talk about this fight, though. And still lightweight champion, best division in the UFC, Islam Makhachev. Will remain number 2 on the due list. And I don't know if he's a number 1 pound for pound or not, because Volkanovski fought really well. But it's a wrap.